Good morning everyone. I welcome you all in science class students. Students, I hope you have done your examination wonderfully and honestly. So student, this is your first class of second semester, and in this class we are going to start a new chapter, chapter number 30. So before I introduce the name of this chapter, I want to give you one scenario, right? So let us suppose you wake up early in the morning and you find your batteries or the mobile battery is almost going to be finished, and suddenly one message pop up in your screen and you find that there will be no electricity for one day. Oh god, no electricity for one day means your phone will not be able to charge, no TV, no AC, no laptop, no fridge. Means your mother also finds some trouble because of the electricity, because microwave oven will also not work. So there are so many things around yourself that works on electricity. If electricity is there, then it works. If electricity is not there, it won't work. So can you imagine how our life will be without electricity, and how important this electricity is for us, right? So today with this topic, our chapter name is electric current and circuit. So as I told you that one scenario, so in that scenario you can imagine of how difficult and how troublesome you feel in that situation. And let us suppose in earlier time people didn't have the electricity, how they work means they totally, how they work, their life will be like a hard working, and they work very hard for everything. They didn't have the machine to work with, right? So they almost work with their own hands, right? So electricity was the boon for them as well as it is a boon for us, right? Next one is electricity. You got to know that it is very important for us, right? Now if I ask you where does it come from? It comes from power plants. There is a huge power plants that is situated at the corner of our country, at every corner of our country, and this power plant generate the electricity that come into our home, right? There are certain power plants like hydroelectric power plant, thermal power plant, nuclear power plant. Means in this power plant one energy is transformed into the electrical energy, and because of that we get the electricity at our home. So basically we got to know that electricity come from the power plants, right? So basically it generated from the power plants. Next one is, if I ask you what do you understand by electric current? So electric current is the flow of charges. Means if there are certain charges that whenever it flows it produces the electricity. Yes, around everything around ourselves is made up of atoms. These atoms have some positive charge and some negative charge. I'll show you one activity, through that you can understand the electricity. So I have one scale and some bits of paper on my hand, right? If I rub the scale on my head, so this scale will get charge, and you can see the paper get attracted, because when I rub this scale, as this scale is also made up of some atoms, when it get rubbed means it come in the motion, so it get charged, and that is why the bits of paper is attracted by this scale, right? So everything around ourselves is made up of atom, and when the atom get moved it get charged, either they get the positive or negative charge, right? So current is what? These are the flow of charges which have carry on the atom. Next one is electric circuit. So first of all, before starting this topic, let me tell you there are two type of path. One is open path and other one is closed path. Open path means the two terminals, any 2 points are like one point is open up, right? It is not a closed. and closed path when two terminals are joined together, right? That is called closed path. So electric circuit is basically a closed path in which an electricity flow, an electric current flow, right? So basically electric circuit, a closed path in which current flows, right? So here you can see this is the closed path. So electricity always flow in a closed path. So here this is basically a circuit diagram which I'll tell you. This one is the circuit diagram. So in a circuit, what we need bulb. So to check whether in a circuit the electricity flows, it confirms basically, right? A switch, wires and battery or a cell, right? Cell is the source of electricity, and you all know that how like there are many uses of cell around ourselves. So we'll discuss it. So here battery is the source of electricity, wire connects all the components of a circuit, switch is the button or switch is a component which make or break the circuit. It means it make the circuit open or it make the circuit close, right? And bulb, it confirms whether the electricity flow in this closed path. So always remember that electricity flows from positive terminal to negative terminal, right? So when we switch on, then this circuit will be closed. Then if the circuit will be closed, the positive terminal, from the positive terminal the electricity start flowing and it flows in the wire and the bulb start glowing and lighten up, right? And then it moves here and again it's a closed path, so it comes at the negative end, right? So next topic is our electric cell. So basically electric cell, as I told you, it's a source of electricity. So around our cell we have different type of electric cell. So first cell was discovered by the Alexandre Volta and name of that cell is volcanic cell, right? So as I told you, I have written some cell over here: dry cell, solar cell, galvanic cell, volcanic cell. So all these are the different type of cells and they are used in remote controls and they also used in alarm clocks, right? And you can find it and you try to find out where we use it. So basically the function of this cell to provide the electricity. So how it provides the electricity, let's discuss over here. So this is the basic diagram of electric dry cell, right? So in the electric dry cell, in the middle of this cell, one carbon rod is present which acts as a positive terminal. Around the carbon rod, there is one powder. That powder consists of carbon and manganese dioxide. So carbon and manganese dioxide, I have written the formula here over here because space is less. Otherwise, don't need to be afraid that what is this. This is general formula, but here what you need to do, need to remember the name, that is carbon and manganese dioxide. So it is enclosed in one muslin cloth and this muslin cloth is covered with the paste of ammonium chloride and gelatin, and this paste is covered in a seal-proof board and which is made up of zinc, right? So the base of this cell so the zinc container, the base of this cell is act as a negative terminal and the top of this carbon rod which is enclosed by the brass cap, it act as a positive terminal. So here we have carbon and manganese dioxide. These are two chemicals. So when in an circuit, when we switch on the circuit, this chemical start reacting together and produces the heat energy, and the heat energy converted into the electric energy and it gives the electric current and through which we can operate our devices. When this chemical is stop reacting together, means they almost get finished and this cell become dead and it will work no more. So this is basically the structure of dry cell. Next topic is battery. Battery is what? It is the combination of two or more cell. Battery is the combination of two or more cell. When we join one cell to another cell, it forms a battery. But always remember, when you join one cell to another cell, the positive terminal should be connected to the negative terminal of another cell, and the negative terminal should be connected to the positive terminal of another cell. So this is basically what we have done in class 1. Let us recap this. First, we have understood about current. Current is the flow of charges. Electric circuit, it is a closed path in which current flows. Electric cell, it is a source of electricity. And then we discuss about the structure of dry cell. I hope you have understood all this concept which we have done in our class 1. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.